Welcome to my channel. This is a place where we share scary stories for kids. And today's story is called The Attic That Never Ends. Once upon a time in a creepy old house, there was a boy named Chris who liked to explore. One day he found a door in the attic leading to an endless staircase. They were faint and seemed to be calling his name, but when he tried to make out the words, they would vanish. As he continued climbing, the voices grew louder. He quickened his pace, his heart pounding in his chest. It was old and made of wood so weathered that the paint had almost completely worn off. Curiosity got the better of him, and he slowly opened the door. On the other side was a staircase, not one of those staircases that goes up and ends, but one that went up and never ended. At the top of the stairs, he heard whispers calling his name. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to leave a like. Also, share your scary experiences with us in the comments below. We might feature your story in our next video. Until then, sleep tight and don't let the bed bugs bite. At the end of the stairs stood a door. It was slightly ajar, revealing a dark and dusty room beyond it. The doorknob was shaped like a human head, complete with eyes, a nose, and a mouth. And as he watched in horror, the eyes and mouth began to move. One day, while playing in the attic, Chris discovered a strange door, confused and a bit scared. He started to climb again. This time, the voices started up again, louder than before. As he climbed higher and higher, he could hear voices in the distance. Suddenly, the voices stopped. Chris reached the top of the stairs, only to find another set of stairs. "Chris, come back," they whispered. "Chris, don't go any further." But their words only fuel his determination to keep going. Still, the voices kept going. Just as he thought it couldn't get any louder, they screamed, "Chris, turn around." He hesitated, but his curiosity got the better of him, and he continued climbing. How far could this staircase possibly go? What was at the end of it all? He climbed and climbed until his legs began to ache. He never told anyone what he had seen, but sometimes at night he could still hear the whispers calling his name from the attic that never ends. When he finally reached the top, he was met with a sight that made him run. With a scream, Chris turned and ran, not stopping until he was back in the safety of his home. And that, my little listeners, is the story of the attic that never ends.